Next we have the Hashut copper to do, and where I plan on using that is just on the front of the shield and on the front of the skeleton. So here, this part around the collar, that part, the belt, and this area here. Okay, so let's get the front of the shield done first while it's pointing towards us. And I wish the laddie'd stop knocking me. He's decided he's going to lean on the couch outside of me with his head chomping on the bone directly behind me, and every time he moves he knocks me. Laddie, keep still. Okay, so that's that bit done. Laddie, you think he's trying to tell me something? Oi, mush! He's taking another blind bit of notice of me because he's enjoying his bone too much. Well, never mind. I could actually sit there and watch him for hours when he's got a bone. I love watching him. Almost done. There's not much to these. Sorry, no almost went off camera. There we are. One done. Right. And if you remember when I did, or when I showed you my figures from the adventure game system, I said we've got multiples of the same model. I like to do something to make each one stand out, make it individual, so that I know exactly which one is being controlled by which character. I will be doing that with this, with that great big, I'm assuming, jewel in the middle of its shield. That was going to be done two different colours, and then we'll go over with the PVA like I've shown in past videos, so that, oh, what was I saying then? I've forgotten. My brain's gone tonight, I'm sorry. I didn't have a very good night's sleep last night, and I've been on the go for most of the day today, so I apologise if I sound as though I'm rambling and not taking any notice of what I'm saying. It's just, as I say, my brain's basically switched off today. Got a really serious fibro fog on. Okay, so that's, this gem is going to be green, so we'll go over that with the Castellan green, and then while it's still wet, Elysian green, and a few bits here and there. On the top. There we are. And what I could actually do is get my palette, pop the Elysian green, or pop a little bit of the Elysian green into my palette, and then a spot of the screaming skull. Just to lighten it more. And then we can do just that touch more along the top edge of an ultra highlight. You can see that. And then once that's dry, we'll be going over with PVA glue to give it that shine. Okay, so the next shield will be using purple. So we'll start off with what's the dark one I called again? I forgot. Xereus purple, and then going on to Genestealer purple, but I'm going to pre-mix some of the Genestealer purple with the Screaming Skull so that I can try and get most of it while it's wet, instead of struggling to do it and making it and it drying while on the model as I'm trying to mix the paint. So what you should really do is get everything mixed where you want to do a little bit of blending. You want everything mixed first of all so you can go from one colour to another to another. Okay, so we start off with, as usual, the darkest colour, and that goes on first all over. Exactly where you want it. Oh yeah, and we'll just quickly wipe the brush off and then go into the paler colour for the mid highlight. And now the much paler colour yet for the extreme highlight along the top. There we go. I hope you can see that. So next, I'm going to be using for the edge, around the edge of the shield, an old GW colour, Boltgun metal. And it's just a case of not doing anything serious with it, just dab it on here and there. And then once we've done that, we can go to the inside of it. In fact, what I might do is just add a little bit of it to some parts of the copper that we put on earlier. Okay, so that's that done. And the next one is almost ready for completion. Anyway, this is just a case of along the top and along any edges that you can see, and that's all we really need with it. You may have noticed I did one part, I did this part covering it all on the previous one. That was because I forgot to paint that part of the shield. There we are. that's that done. Now let's do the main body of the shield, and that I'm going to be using as wood. So for that we'll use a dirt brown, and for this one we're going to be using Dryad bark. Council Warrior almost done. So it just remains now to check on any other, or check to see if there's any other body parts that I've missed. Body parts for skeleton. Okay, and then I can give it a wash. Just make sure that it's all white. I'm doing it, yes, it mainly is white. So I've done all of it. It's just back of that leg and the spine, but I do need to go over the spine area a touch with white, so I'll do that first before I do anything else, just to make sure that it's going to be a clean colour and it's not going to be sullied by anything metallic. There we go. I think that's it. I've not checked this one, but there we are. Okay, so that's Boltgun sorted. I'm now just going to do a very slight, and I mean a very slight, dry brush over the back of the shield with Steel Legion Drab. And it's just to pick out any grooves that's in the shield. You don't want to do it there. That's all it is. You don't want to do it too heavy, and you certainly don't want to do it too close to the arm there, because the shadow will be hitting. Okay, so now we know that is the white dry yet? Let's just check. It looks like it. So we need our Agrax Earthshade. Okay, so the Grex Earth shade, and it's straight onto there, no messing about. Tum tum tum, there we are. And that's the Skeleton Warriors finished, except for just popping some PVA glue over the top of the shield ornamentation, which we will do now. We'll get our PVA, get the top off. We don't need a great deal of it. And we don't want the brush that we've been using to paint with, because it's a decent brush, and if you get PVA on it and don't clean it properly, it's going to stick to the bristles together, which is not advisable. Okay, so we just dip our brush with the PVA. There we are. And when that dries, it should give a nice shiny look to that jewel, make it stand out a bit more. And obviously with it being PVA, it will dry clear, it won't dry white. While he's enjoying his bones, you might be able to hear. There we are. 2 skeletal warriors, or warrior skeletons, completed, apart from obviously basing. Okay, so that's it from me today. Stay tuned, there will be, fingers crossed, if not Friday night, then Saturday, there will be a couple of unboxing videos, as I have 2 games on order which should be coming to the Games Club on Friday evening for me. So let's have a proper look. Yeah, as you noticed, I didn't bother doing the handle. I think it looks quite good as it was. PVA is going everywhere but where I want it to go to. Oops. But I don't know about you, but I'm happy with that. And that being said, until next time, take care, God bless, and bye for now.